I'm definitely going to start this by telling you that I just started writing because I wanted to thank so many people and I could not stop writing. Like, I just had so much to say about this team. So that's my little precursor to this, what's about to happen. I feel like the very first thing I have to say up here is thank you to my parents, because you guys have been my loudest supporters, no matter how embarrassing I thought it was. And thank you so much for learning about a sport that neither of you did or knew anything about. For my brother and I, where's Kiko? I'm aware that swimming is a very expensive sport, so thank you so much for taking on the financial responsibility that we all know comes with being a swim parent. Speaking of swim parents, you guys are also amazing. Thank you for every ride you've ever given us, every snack you've ever donated that held us through 10-hour just grueling meets. And obviously being the best parent section at any meet we've ever been to. Next, I want to thank Coach Farley. Coach Farley, you were there for me for a really long time. You were there the first time my mom dragged me, kicking and screaming quite literally, to a frogs practice. You made me feel safe in the water and excited about swimming, which is something I didn't ever think I would be excited about. Back then I only knew you as a PE coach from Mesita, and I wasn't aware that you were about to be an incredibly large part of my high school experience. Tryouts were terrifying. I didn't want to try out because I was really sure that I wasn't going to make it. But Coach Farley, you made them so much easier. No, you didn't make them so much easier glaring at us from behind that clipboard. That was also terrifying. I was really shocked when I found out I made the team, but I was so excited. I remember walking up to the library to see the list, and I was walking with Carly, and I told Carly, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be really happy for you when you make the team and I don't. She was like, shut up, what are you talking about? But then I did make the team, obviously. I knew it was going to be the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. I started out in the ghetto as a total freshman. I had no idea what was going on ever, or how Coach Farley's sets worked. And the first time Coach Farley ever yelled at me was when I was going too slow. Not surprising. To be fair to my freshman self, I still don't understand what 85% means. Coach Ignat, you've always been the one to pick us back up after a especially rough conversation with Coach Farley, and I hope you understand how incredibly important that is, because you can't be ripped into without being built back up again. It happens really often. Moving on, Coach Ignat. Moving on, I want to acknowledge the girls' team. If I'm being honest, I was really worried about fitting in when I first made the team, but I think it was the moment that my freshman year we walked into Tiger Night and hot in here, and I was like, yeah, I like this team, this is definitely gonna work. I want you all to understand how important it is to be there for each other, even if it's in the smallest of ways. So saying hi to each other in the hallways, picking up things we're always forgetting in the locker room, or even laughing at someone's really bad joke. Keep on dancing, guys, and singing along to dumb songs and Hannah Montana and 90s R&B. I don't know when that happened, but we all became really obsessed with that. I think one of my favorite things are the conversations that I'll have with people at swim practice in between sets, where it's just it's a really long conversation that takes place in our 10 seconds of rest between intervals. It's even shorter if Coach is yelling at us. The friendships I've made on this team are beyond special to me. I know that I wouldn't have found my best friend Marcella if I didn't take the chance of trying out, but it turns out to be one of the best risks I've ever taken because I have you all as my friends now. I wanted to leave you all knowing how much this team means to me, and hopefully I did, so thank you.